Good morning and welcome to your Battletech Advanced stream for Thursday. It is Mech Thursday and we dive heavily into the Battletech space each and every Thursday, starting with Battletech Advanced in the morning. Then at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we play Mega Mech, which is a tabletop version of this game, digital tabletop version of this game. And then we jump into Mech Warrior 5 for some additional streaming after we play Mega Mech. So, lots of stuff ahead of us for today. Let's get into it with a Battletech Advanced playthrough. We're very early on in our campaign for Battletech Advanced, so we only have light mechs at this point, but let's see if we can't change that. Can we get a medium this episode? Let's see. We've got a B team mission. We've got a supply base mission. Let's do the supply base mission. Maybe we can get a medium. So we're going to take the Hermes, the Chimera, the Jenner, the Hussar, the Valkyrie, and the Galleon. And let's deploy. It's been too long since we played some Battletech Advanced. We were off for a week, and excited to get back into this playthrough. The early game in this game, the early trials and tribulations of using light mechs, trying to build up your mech company, expanding, growing your mech bay. These are all things that I enjoy significantly in this game. A lot more than the end game, where you're just stomping along with assaults, because you need to have assaults to succeed once you get to those higher 5 skull plus missions. So there's something nice and relaxing about just playing as a lowly light mercenary company trying to find your way in the universe. Alright, word of Blake is telling us to back off. We're gonna say nope, we're not gonna back off. So we've got, looks like an unknown mech here, and at least one weapon emplacement there.
Waiting for orders.
And our goal is to move to engage and destroy the space. You can see visibility is not great here.
Yes, Commander. On my way. Double time.
So we're going to work our way towards the enemy here.
Copy.
Could get visibility there, but then the Valkyrie would be exposed
Ready for orders.
until the rest of our forces in position. So let's not do that.
On the way. Double time.
Stop. Double time. Bum, 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 bum. Double time.
Good
Bum,
to go.
bum, 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 bum. All right.
Understood. Moving fast. Orders. On my way. Double time.
All right. Chimera has eyes on one of the turrets. start working on that. Alright, nice. Turret down right off the get-go.
Target destroyed.
Very, very nice. Okay, Stinger moved up.
Receiving you.
If that's the only mech we're up against here, good luck getting some salvage. The Stinger is not going to get the job done as far as salvage. Good hits there on that Stinger.
Orders.
Hussar's going to push up.
Aye, aye.
This Hussar is a unique Hussar because it has LBX 10.
Confirmed.
Actually makes it a viable unit. Hussars usually are throwaways, but a Hussar with an LBX 10
Ready for orders.
actually really is a viable target, so. Okay, let's keep working on that Thunderbolt turret. Not enough to finish off that turret.
I'm going.
Okay, keep working on the Stinger here. Structure exposed on the Stinger. Very
Waiting
nice,
for
very
orders.
nice.
What do you need? Roger.
Gotta watch our heat here on the Stinger. Okay, tag on the Stinger. That's gonna make it easy for
Over the red line.
other units to finish off that Stinger. Stinger's going after the Chimera.
Got it.
I think you scratched my paint there. Oh, and the Jenner's gonna finish off
On my way.
the Stinger, I think, right here. There goes the leg.
Cortex.
Alright, there goes the Stinger. That's the only mech that we have. That's a little sad. Alright, Hussar, can you finish off that Thunderbolt turret? Yes, okay. Now hopefully we'll have some mech reinforcements show up here. Well, this is going to be a very anticlimactic mission right here.
Waiting for orders. Roger.
Okay, let's work on that turret.
Commander? Confirmed. Receiving you. On my way.
Start working on these buildings.
Confirmed.
Reading heavy damage to an enemy structure. Bring it down.
Standing by. On it.
Okay, there goes an MRM turret. Okay.
Turret destroyed. Reporting over. Mess him up. Mess him up good.
Yes, Commander.
I don't know about that shutdown. Now, a lot of these heat issues are because of the environment that we're fighting in. Because of all this dust in the air.
This heat is cooking my internal structure.
Vision confirmed.
Structure down. It's history.
Aye, aye. Coordinates.
I'm receiving you. On the way. Primitive. Standing by. Copy that.
Commander. Systems, give them everything you've got.
Receiving you. Acknowledged. Generating a lot of heat, Commander.
These heat shutdowns are ridiculous here.
Confirmed.
Firing on target.
Yes, Commander.
There's nothing more annoying in this game than just
Looking out.
destroying buildings just to destroy buildings.
I'm your spaniel. Let's see how you handle this. How's it going? On the move.
But it makes it worse
Confirmed.
when your unit's overheating because of dust.
Turret destroyed.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I love the realism of this game, but sometimes I'm like, really? Dust is going to cause me to overheat this much?
Get to land to the LZ command. I'm coming in hot.
I'm generating a lot.
Alright, that's it. That's it for this mission. Not exactly very challenging. That felt like more like a half skull mission than a full skull mission. Hopefully there's some components here that we can claim that are worth something. We didn't take any damage, so that's good. In fact, we should play our victory song.
It's Corona time. Hey, it's Corona time right now. It's Corona time.
Take the MRMs.
It's Corona time.
Alright, Stinger part. Some MRMs, a Thunderbolt, some MRM ammo, some Thunderbolt ammo. Not exactly what I'd like to see there. We are broke as a ghost. broke as a joke. Need some money. Alright. Mech Warriors gain some experience.
Waiting for orders.
XP to dole out.
Training complete.
Yep.
Mech warrior training complete.
What's up, boss?
Training confirmed, Commander.
Aye, aye.
Some nice upgrades here for our pilots. Always
Mech
nice.
warrior training complete.
Waiting for orders. Ready for orders.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Waiting for orders.
Training complete.
Standing by.
Alright, there we go.
Warrior training complete.
Now we do have one more mission here. The B team. Capture base mission. Okay. Alright, we can take one mech to help the B team. Alright, sure, why not? We'll take the Hussar. Probably should have taken the Jenner, but it's fine. It's fine. So, BT mission, for those of you that haven't played this game, you are given pilots and mechs from your employer, and you send one mech to support them. These are, of course, really bad pilots, because they're trainees. Alright, let's see how these trainees do. We got Guano, Stubble, and Pontoon. We're up against the 10th Lyrian Guards. Or Dust Storm issues, okay.
I'm receiving you.
Alright, so we got Stubble and a Wasp with a rocket launcher 40 and a medium laser. Sadly, that's actually one of the better Wasps. Oh, the base is all the way across town. This is gonna take forever to get over there. Alright. Let's go.
Firing jump jet.
Probably shouldn't be jumping. It's just gonna erase our heat. Okay, we got a gladiator. It's actually a decent mech here.
Location confirmed.
We have an urban mech with jump jets. Always funny to see an urban mech with jump jets. Okay. And we have our Hussar.
Location confirmed.
And our Valkyrie. Also providing fire support.
Coordinates.
And our Galleon for providing fire support. Plus we have a bunch of ally vehicles to help us as well, so this should be a cakewalk. Should be. Not sure why we started out so far away from the objective that I can't even see it.
Hey there. Moving to position.
This urban mech is not going to give us any help on this mission, I gotta say.
Roger that. I'm going.
Can't even see the objective yet. Because of these sandstorms. This gladiator mech is pretty nice. I'd love to just take that as my reward for the mission.
I'm ready. On my way. Affirmative.
Coordinates received.
Aye, aye.
Confirmed.
Acknowledged. Standing by.
All right.
Moving to position. Position confirmed.
I'm walking here.
Alright, we can finally see our objectives. Thank goodness.
Orders?
This urban mech... Oh, sorry, that's the Wasp.
Move.
The urban mech is never going to see the objective, I don't think. Luckily, it's a fire support urban mech, so... Maybe he can give some fire support? We'll see. Hey, Big Fluffy, good morning. Starting out my BTA before we
Receiving you.
play some Mega Mech later. Excited about that. We are playing Mega Mech tonight, and we are playing a new version of Mega Mech that's supposed to have some bells and whistles, so
Aye, aye.
excited to see what that's about. I did download it, Fluffy. You know someone's gonna show up. Well, this isn't a fresh start. I've played this for about 2 weeks now, but So it's about 2 weeks ago that I started, when I started playing BTA again. So, kind of a fresh start. We only have light mechs right now. But you know, when we play Mega Mech tonight, at least 3 or 4 people are going to be saying, "Oh, I got to download the new version," and we're going to start like a half hour too late.
I will be done.
I'm calling it right now. Maybe we should make that a prediction.
No shooting.
First prediction of the day: is everybody going to be ready
Primitive.
to play with the new version of Mega Mech?
Commander?
I'll put my money down as no. There's gonna be at least 1 or 2 people who show up and are like, "What? We gotta download the new version?" Guarantee it. I did download mine and I did start it, so I should be good to go. Yeah, you better do a final reminder. In fact, Fluffy, you might want to say, final reminder, and we're starting on time tonight. So,
Standing by.
if you don't have it done, then
Roger, Skipper.
maybe you don't play this week. I hate to say that, but you've been reminding everybody for over a week now to download it. And it literally takes, I don't know, 3 minutes to download. So,
Damage is light.
Yes, Commander.
no excuses if you can't. If you can't get it downloaded before we play. Now, what are the new features, Fluffy? I know there's supposed to be a done button for the GM, which, you know, whatever. You know you're going to piss somebody off a couple times by hitting that done button, so you better be very careful about how you use that. You know, make sure it's legitimate, not like, oh wait, somebody's still reading something, and then you hit the done button. Like, if somebody disappears or something like that, I could see that as being viable, but I don't think you want to abuse the done button.
Locking target.
Yeah, especially, you know, if someone misses their fire phase or something like that, you know, they could probably live with it, but if somebody misses their actual ability to move,
No retreat.
which would make them a sitting duck, that would be a problem. So,
I'm your spaniel.
oh, so you could fix it when you don't, say, maybe put heat sinks on a mech.
Heading out.
Not that that's ever happened. So that's good. You can modify mechs mid-drop. Why would you want to modify mechs, though?
I'm here.
I think that's a little too GM-y.
Confirmed.
I mean, I'm not sure how often that would be of practical use. But hey, I'm sure it'll be fun to try a new version of Mega Egg. GM done button only works in report phase. Okay. Alright, so, you know, how much does it really help? I don't know how much it really helps you there. And, you know, for the record, I'm much better about hitting the done button when I'm not playing Tarkov in the background, which I don't do anymore. I've learned my lesson. Oh. Yeah, I remember that. Sometimes it does say that they're damaged, and then they come in fresh. But to be honest, I don't see that as a positive. You're just going to make it easier for us. And, you know, I might be in the minority, but I feel like sometimes it's too easy for us. Although you guys did have a rough outing last outing. How many pilots died last mission? Was it 2 or 3 that got killed?
Yes, Commander.
I think we lost 2 pilots.
Got it, Commander.
Two pilots got killed. Yeah. I mean, what can I say? When you don't have the A-team, bad things happen.
What's up?
But, you know, I think it was good for everybody to have a little bit of a challenge, even if we did take some losses.
Firing.
I feel bad for Wookiee because he had a bad streak where he died 3 missions in a row, and then he was on a roll of not dying. So hopefully
I'm here.
that won't bother him too much. There goes that turret. But I'm excited to play.
It's on.
In fact, I was hit with a dilemma because our dogs go to a training center where they learn obedience and engage in other activities.
Yes, Commander.
And they're having their Halloween party, so there's gonna be a bunch of dogs dressed up. Unfortunately, it was gonna be on Megamech night, so I couldn't do both, so I chose to do Megamech. But the wife was not too happy about me picking Megamech over going to the holiday party for the dogs. But the bottom line is, I think the mission that we have is going to take at least 2, maybe even 3 weeks, and I didn't want to go a month without playing, so there you go.
Got it.
I just didn't want to risk it.
What do you need? Heading up.
But I am going to miss not seeing the dogs all dressed up in their costumes. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'll probably have to post it on the Discord. Just for the fun of it.
Affirmative.
I'm sure the they use events like this for publicity, so I'm sure it's going to be on the Instagram
Waiting for orders.
for the dog training studio.
Jump. Engage target. No, George.
Yeah, I'll definitely post pictures. There'll be pictures of my dogs for sure.
Got hostile contacts.
And then we have the other dogs as well. I'm sure there'll be a video on Instagram. But, you know, I didn't want to miss potentially 3 weeks of Mega Mech after missing the last week. So, I had to make a tough choice there. The wife certainly gave me side eye about that, Fluffy, if you know what I mean. She was not happy. But sometimes you just have to weather the storm with wives and just say, no, this is what I'm going to do. And hopefully they'll accept your decision. What do we got? We got a mech, a commando. Oh, that's exciting. Not really. Need some better salvage. We need to go to another planet so we can get some real salvage. Although I do like the Commando 7X. It is a nice commando, but it's still a commando at the end of the day. So we have an urban mission tonight in Mega Mech, I believe. And those are always very scary. So I'm sure we're going to have some other pilots not in a good place today after that. Oof. So hopefully we won't have too many other pilots die tonight.
I'm receiving you.
But you've got the 18 back tonight, so it'll be okay. Not having myself and Thomas is not great. Not great for the team. Hey, Fluffy, were you gonna take your Orion in? Is that what I understood? I know you were thinking about taking your Orion in. And if you do, is the Orion a TSM build or is it a more conventional build? Because Fluffy, like myself, likes to go in and do melee builds. So it'll be a very different scenario for you. I actually found a good Hussar, Big Fluffy. This Hussar has an LBX-10 on it.
Receiving you.
But it's always fun in a scary way when we go into an urban map for Mega Mech, because those historically are the missions where we end up having some pretty significant losses. So hopefully that won't be the case tonight. You know, I checked my Steam account, and I'm almost to 6,000 hours with this game, which is pretty amazing. So 6,000 hours. Let's see. So we're gonna do 6,000 hours divided by 24. So that's 250 days of Mega Mech, of Battletech Advanced. That's a lot of days. 250 continuous days. Well, that's, you know, that's where teamwork really comes into play. So the last couple missions, you guys, we've had a good job of actually having a plan when we go into the mission. So hopefully that will continue.
Damages light.
Having a plan,
Ready for orders.
I think, definitely goes into the role play a lot, and it also helps inexperienced players a little bit if we go into
All right, folks, let's get this done.
a mission with a plan. It definitely helps our newer players kind of focus on what they need to do a little better. All right, there goes a locust. Yay! Locust parts, Fluffy.
Farewell, sweet prince.
So that, are you bringing in your Orion, and is your Orion a conventional build or is it a TSM build? The world wants to know. Or actually, it's just me that wants to know, but still. I am tired today, Fluffy. The dogs woke me up at 2 in the morning, and then again at 5 in the morning, so I'm definitely tired today.
Waiting for orders.
Definitely feeling it. I might actually have to see if I could take a nap this afternoon. Maybe at lunch I'll take a nap. A little power nap. Yeah, so blind corners are the biggest fear when you're going into an urban mission in MegaMech. So, again, teamwork really can try to mitigate that a little bit. Hopefully,
Damage minimal.
we can do that. It's a conventional build. Oh,
Good to go.
Fluffy's gonna hate it. I'm telling you right now, Fluffy, you're gonna hate it. Once you go for TSM builds, you can't go back to regular builds. It's too much fun to be in there where the action is
Turret is gone.
every turn. It's just really satisfying to have those melee builds and go in and take an enemy out every time. It's your change of pace mech. Well,
Good to go.
I think it's gonna be, Fluffy's gonna have lots of time to manage his stream because he's not gonna be doing as much in the match as he usually does. Hey, Graybeard, good to see you. How are things going? Hopefully you're having a good morning. How are things in Florida? Hopefully things are good for you. Things are tolerable? Oh, come on. Come on, Graybeard. Things have got to be better than tolerable.
Receiving you.
Ooh, Gladiator can go kick this commando.
Locked on for physical attack.
Structure exposed. Patiently waiting for next month, hoping to get Starfield. I think you're gonna love Starfield, Graybeard. So, I know there's a lot of people who think it's, you know, fun to just give Starfield a hard time, but Starfield is a lot of fun because there's infinite content, and you could just kind of have fun with it. I'm streaming Starfield tomorrow.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, it's on Game Pass. Yeah.
Daniel.
Now, how does Game Pass work, Fluffy? Is there a limit to how many games you can play at once? Is that how do they keep you from just playing? Like, how do they make their money on Game Pass? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Mission successful.
I mean, it just seems like Game Pass is, I don't know. I don't know how... Yeah, I understand that it's Netflix for games. But why doesn't everybody just use Game Pass if it's so great? Like, there's got to be some kind of a limitation on Game Pass. Otherwise, everybody would use it. So what's the downside of Game Pass? What is the monthly subscription for Game Pass? That's probably the next question. Yeah, because Starfield is what? Like, some games are not cross-platform. That's the big negative. That's not really that big of a negative. So, I don't know. Maybe I should give Game Pass a try. I don't know. I always like to own my games instead of renting them. But I guess theoretically I'd be more likely to, like, try more games. But usually if I buy a game, if I buy a game, if I play a game, I'm probably going to play it long enough that I just want to own it. But, you know, that's just me. Some people would argue, well, you know, do you really own games on Steam? You know, I would say yes. Ooh, there's a conflict zone over here. Yeah, I mean, usually I do my research, so if I'm going to play a game, I've done enough research to understand that I want to continue to play it. Yeah, I have 5... Greybeard, I was just talking about the fact that I'm almost at 6,000 hours for BTA, so... Or for BattleTech. In fairness, it's not all BTA. So... I'm a big fan of... So Fluffy says it's nice to try games, and if you don't like it, uninstall it and try something else. So I do the same thing. It's called refunding on Steam. I do exactly the same thing. If I play a game and it's hot garbage, then I uninstall and get a refund. I have no problem doing that. All right, let's do a travel here. We're going to travel to a more challenging planet to try to get some, maybe a medium mech. That would be nice. We're going to be broke by the time we get there. I mean, I do that on Steam all the time. If I play it for an hour, and if I don't like it, I will immediately refund it. Well, Starfield's certainly not an older game, Greybeard, so you're kind of breaking the mold there, but if you've watched enough videos, you know whether you're going to like Starfield or not. Starfield is a lot of fun, and it's a game that you could play. You could just focus on you could just focus on doing the main storyline, or you can infinitely just play other things, which I really like. So, I mean, you could play Starfield. You could just land on a planet and just clear out everything you can do on a planet, and not have it have anything to do with the storyline or missions. Just run around and have fun. So.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Yeah, I mean, everybody likes to throw shade at Bethesda, but the truth of the matter is, their games more often than not are pretty high quality. Yes, they have some bugs, but they're usually fixed.
Our nest egg is just about gone, Commander.
And they have so much content that you can play them forever. Alright, so Darius is about to start complaining at me, so let's see if we can get enough money that Darius will just stop complaining to me. Let's see. Ooh, I do have commandos available and a flea. Okay, first things first. Let's sell this Stinger. That'll keep Darius from complaining. Well, yeah, every game does have bugs because, I mean, that's just kind of the reality of gaming these days, because nobody commits to creating a finished product, right? I mean, that's the reality of the situation. Is all games have bugs.
We've arrived at our destination, Commander.
That's kind of a given. So, you're not wrong there, Greybeard. Okay. We have arrived. Okay, we're gonna have one of our better pilots in a day, so let's do that. Okay. We don't have a lot of money, so what can I do in engineering that isn't gonna, I can do the training module. That's already installed. But recreation, I could do recreation here.
I'll get the team on it right away.
Hopefully I don't have to do too many repairs. Oh, now I gotta go back into the mech bay and sell some stuff here. Yeah, I mean, so I get what you're saying, Greybeard, but so many studios love the concept of doing early access. We're probably not going to build another Valkyrie. So many studios are focused in on early access, which is basically a cash grab, instead of producing a really finished game. So that's my frustration. Alright, let's find ourselves a mission. Hopefully just a battle. Assassinate. Ooh, clean out the mercenaries. Let's do that. Clean out the mercenaries. Okay, so what do we have to work with? We're going to take our Hermes. We're going to take our Chimera. We're going to take our Jenner. Okay. Do we take our Hussar? Okay, we're going to take Slapdash in the Firestarter instead of the Valkyrie. So Hermes, Chimera, Jenner, Hussar, Firestarter, Galleon. Yeah, income making beta testing. Yes, early access is absolutely, that's what it is. Let's just be real. Can we be real about what it is? I think we can. It's just us talking. You know, I mean, but all kidding aside, I mean, I think Starfield is probably the first game that I feel was really pretty much polished when it got released. Normally, there's just so many problems and bugs that it's just not the same. Yeah, the biggest bug for was the vendor chest. That was a bit of an exploit that they got rid of. So that was actually kind of amusing. Alright, let's get back into BTA. Sorry, actually I had a work thing pop up there for a minute. Alright, let's do this drop.
Command interface initiated.
We're facing professionals, so we should expect well-armed and disciplined opposition. Alright, so let's see if we can get some mech parts for crying out loud.
Standing by.
Okay. Really use some better mechs.
On my way.
I feel like I've been playing this playthrough forever with the same
Heading out.
mediocre light mechs.
Location confirmed. On my way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's really a very good glitch
Got it.
for them not to patch, honestly. I mean, you should have the ability to make sure that the builds for a mech actually make sense. And I do feel like
Roger.
that's been a little loosey-goosey. Alright, let's see what we got. We got a Chimera. Ooh. A Firestarter Omni. Ooh. Alright, so we actually have some good salvage on the field. Yeah, I mean, people are doing some weird things.
Receiving you.
Like, Fluffy, you might not know this, but in Starfield, the enemy AI in space battles shoots at the center of your ship. So one of the things that people do, it's a little gimmicky, is they'll try to design a ship with as little in the middle as possible, which I think is a pretty bad exploit.
On it.
M-class vessels? I don't know about those. Yeah, the empty square design. Yeah, it's really cheesy. I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. I understand what people are trying to do, but like it's really not a cool exploit in my opinion. I go with pretty straightforward builds myself. Right now, I'm just using the Star Eagle, and I've modified it so I could get more out of the tonnage available, but I'm not, doing anything cheaty.
Confirmed.
M-class is the Dreadnought Starliner size vessels? Oh, okay. I haven't gotten that far.
Firing on target.
I don't even have a B or a C vessel yet. I'm still working on A vessels. There's so much you could do in that game. And I only play the game
Standing by.
3 days a week because I'm trying to make it last.
Aye, aye.
So I only play it for streams as well. I don't play outside of streams for Starfield. I could. There's some things I could do that are outside of the storyline, but I like to play it just for my streams. I mean, most of my games I play for my streams. Because usually, if I'm playing a game, I'm streaming. Oh, not for general play. The M-class vessel, so it's a mod. I got it. I mean, I fully expect to be playing Starfield on some basis. Is that an Enforcer?
Armor holding.
Until, yep, it's an Enforcer 3. Oof. I said I wanted better mechs. I'm certainly going to get that after this mission. I might lose some mechs in this mission, for that matter.
I'm showing minor damage.
Alright.
Good to go.
We need to focus fire to get some kills here. Alright, let's see if we get... see if we can focus fire that Jenner, that Chimera.
All right.
See if we can do that. I'm risking melee here from this Chimera, so I'm going to really try to focus fire on it. Try to get it off the field. TES-4? What's TES-4?
Commander?
It's early in the morning for me. I'm still waking up. But I think Starfield, I can play it
Weapons are go.
up until the DLC. I can just explore the universe and slowly get all of the content, get through all of the content. I'm not in a hurry. Oh, Elder Scrolls and Fallout 5. Yeah, I don't know about Fallout 5. I've been a little
I'm receiving
disappointed with the last Fallout game. Really gave me a bad taste in my mouth, and I love the Fallout games, but they did us dirty on the last one. You could certainly play Starfield infinitely. There's always going to be stuff to do. Oh, Greybeard, don't talk like that. You're 60. He doesn't expect to be playing gaming much beyond another 10 years. I mean, don't worry. There's going to be all kinds of things that'll keep you playing.
going flat out.
Like what I firmly hope will happen is that they'll develop some sort of a interface, like maybe some sort of like a bed that you go into, and then you connect to a game mentally versus using a keyboard and joystick. Something like that would be really cool. Ooh, injury.
Yes,
At least my pilot isn't bleeding. Alright, let's see if we can get rid of this Chimera. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be ways that they're going to take away the fact that your body is falling apart. I think gaming and technology will surpass that. This Enforcer 3 looks pretty nasty. Oh. Yeah, we got to get rid of that Enforcer 3. That Gauss rifle is a problem. Might have bit off more than I could chew on this mission. A dervish? Oh boy. We're in trouble. We are in trouble.
That hit.
That's a knockdown on the Hermes.
Commander, I'm wounded. Go time.
Alright, we need to get rid of some enemies here. We need to get some enemies off the map.
Double time. Let's go. Reporting critical hit. My mech is overheating.
We gotta see what we can do about getting some enemies off the map here.
Got it.
One thing I can do is use this Hussar with the LBX-10 and shoot enemies in the back.
For an alpha strike.
Engine crit on the Enforcer. I'd love
Hit something good.
to get 5 parts of that mech. love that.
Coordinates received.
Come on, Chimera. Lose a leg. Oh, he lost his
Inflicted some heavy
primary
damage.
weapon platform. That's good.
Onward.
Would really love to knock this Chimera down. There we go. Engine destroyed. There goes a Chimera.
Let's do this.
Alright.
Hope we can salvage that.
Gonna keep picking on the Hermes here.
Orders.
Druidish if you can. Get a tag on it. So, I mean, I think there's going to be things that technology does that's going to keep us in gaming for a long time.
Commander.
Right. All right, Hermes, you're going to have to make a defensive move here. Okay, at least he got up and he can sprint. Alright, we need to get some evasion here with the Hermes. There we go. It's probably not going to hit anything right now, which is fine. But I had to get that Hermes evasive. And we're going to have to use evasion and focusing fire to get rid of these medium mechs here. We are definitely outgunned.
Hot damn. Let's do this.
Especially that Enforcer. That's a nice Enforcer. So do I risk trying to take the Enforcer out? This is going to make the Jenner an easy target. But I feel like we had to risk it for the biscuit a little here.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, the Hussar. The good thing about this Hussar is it does have an LBX 10
Double time.
on a turret. So this Hussar is really good at shooting stuff in the back and getting crits. So we already have a crit on the engine for the Enforcer. Can we get another crit? Another engine crit.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Took off some
Good
weapons.
to go.
Really love to trying to find ways to maybe get rid of this Enforcer quickly.
All weapons go.
We can get a third engine crit. There we go. Engine destroyed.
Target eliminated.
5 parts. I would love to get that Enforcer 3.
Yes, Commander.
Alright. Alright, Galleon. Let's shoot a Dervish in the back. Hey! Mahanic? Is that how I pronounce this? Thank you for stopping by.
Firing all weapons.
We're playing some Battletech Advanced, which is a mod for Battletech the game. Counting down to 6,000 hours on this game for me. Probably get there, let's see, I play it twice, you know, it'll probably take month or so for me to get to 6,000, but we'll get there. Alright, fire starter. I gotta keep this Hermes evasive. Ooh, rear arc
Full speed.
on the Dervish. I'll take that.
Alpha strike.
Laugh at your puny attack.
Good to go.
Alright, Chimera. Can you get... Yep, rear arc of the Dervish.
Roger. Full
Nice. Engine crit on the Dervish.
Critical hit.
Alright, Dervish can't get in my rear arc, I don't think. No. Side arc, okay.
Warning, major armor loss. Hell yeah.
Good to go.
Alright, Jenner. Why don't we go kick a Dervish?
Targeting for a physical attack.
Jenners are really underrated for melee.
Ready for orders.
Okay. Alright, so the Hussar. The strength of this Hussar is that it can get into the rear arc with the LBX-10.
On it.
There we go. Good hit there on the Dervish. Very nice. Knocked down.
Orders.
Pilot's bleeding out. Okay, now we can be very aggressive because we have a significant advantage over this fire starter, even though it's an Omni. I do love the fire starter Omni too. Ooh, fire starter Omni is bleeding out. Okay.
Right have it.
Alright. This mission is going pretty well considering I came up against 4 mediums and I only have lights. I mean, technically the Hermes is a medium, but not really.
Systems holding.
I mean, I was significantly out-tunned on this mission. Alright, let's keep picking on that Firestarter Omni. We got multiple mechs that could do melee on this Firestarter.
Ejecting.
Oh, he ejected. Oh no, my pilot ejected. Uh-oh. My pilot
Good to
could
go.
be missing in action. Uh-oh.
Moving to position.
That's a problem. Alright, well let's finish this mission first. Oh, Firestarter Omni ejected.
It's on now.
Alright, that could be 5 parts of a Firestarter Omni. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, the only thing the enemy has left is this Dervish. Alright,
Mission successful.
mission successful. Alright. I do think my pilot's going to be missing in action. So we're going to have a mission to rescue him. But we're going to have a chance to get some good parts here. So let's see. Commando's injured 53 days. So maybe he's not missing in action. Okay, we have some tough choices here. I think I have to go for the Enforcer 3 because it's actually a really nice Enforcer. Alright, let's see what else we get. I do like the Firestarter here, but I think I have to take the Enforcer parts. So Chimera, Chimera, Dervish, Enforcer, 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 Enforcer. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 Enforcer parts. A Firestarter Omni, Firestarter Omni. Slave, an XL engine. Oh, wow. That was a nice, nice return on a mission there. Mech repairs needed. Okay. Okay. Right, we need to fix the Jenner. We need to refit the Hermes. Because it lost the head. And a heat sink. Okay. It's not too bad. Alright, what do we have in storage? Can we build something better? We've got a commando. And a flea. Yeah, not better. So we're gonna stick with the ones that brought us, shall we say. Alright, so we don't have enough time for another mission, unfortunately, before work. So I will see you again for some more BattleTech Advanced on Saturday. Saturday, we should have a nice long BattleTech Advanced stream, so I'll see you for that. Tonight, we're playing Mega Mech at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, hosted by @BigFluffy10K. Technically, it's 10,000 if you're searching for him, so Big Fluffy 10,000. And then after that, I'm going to play some Mech Warrior 5 as well. So lots of battle.